Well, it's about 4:44 in the morning, and took me a little bit longer to get going. I'm heading back up to where I was deer hunting last fall, because I know I heard some elk in there in beginning of September, actually. I mean, right now it's beginning of August. Now the elk, I know they move around, but around September I know where I heard them. And there is a little bit of a sanctuary back in there. But I also think I know where the sheep are going to be too. I think they go the same places every year. So and wherever the sheep are, the elk and the deer won't be. So they kind of screw me up, but in an odd way they kind of help, only because then it kind of narrows down the pockets of where they're going to go. Okay, 5:44 a.m. And approximately 9,300 feet elevation. That can't be right. Well, the top of the mountain's 10,000 feet, I guess. You know, if anybody ever knows of a good documentary about cougar behavior, aka mountain lions, around here, some people call them mountain lions, but more people call them cougars or cats. But so there are only three things I can tell you about cats in the mountains. One, they're out right now. Two, you don't want to bend over or sit down, because that is prey behavior. Three, you want to look back behind you occasionally, because you will not hear them. Oh yeah, 4, don't run. That'll elicit prey behavior too. And I guess 5, they're cats. I mean, their paw prints look like big kitty tracks. 4 round toes, 1 pad, no claw marks. And they bury their scat. Okay, so that's 5 things I can tell you about cougars. About 5, almost 6 o'clock. The sun's coming up fast. I'll tell you one thing about hunting solo that I know it's a mental game. It's all mental. A lot of, when you're up in the mountains by yourself, a lot of it is mental. Half the battle is mental, the other half is physical. But I prefer the mornings, because if anything happens, I know daylight is coming. Even, I mean, the animals are out most active in the morning gray light and the evening gray light just before dark. So those are your 2 peak times Obviously in the morning is my preferred time. Evenings, I'll hunt in the evening if I'm on a good trail or something, but I prefer not to. Because I know if something happens and I get stuck, I'll be out in the dark in a mountain all night. Or a good possibility of it, but it's not to say that I haven't been coming down the mountains in the dark. I have quite a few times, I just prefer not to. But I love mornings. So is this the camera angle Big Name Hunting Channels use? I think I'll try this out and see what it looks like. Funny. I feel like I'm walking around taking one big selfie on video. I feel kind of retarded actually. I need to watch where I'm walking. It's so funny. It's 5 minutes after 6. And I no longer need my headlamp. Last time I was up here, these were frozen over. Looks like a rear track of a small bear. Gotta be a cub. I'm guessing it's a cub. Old one. But that means there are bears around here, along with cats. I might not be around here too much longer. See all this? And that's sheep. That is sheep trample. So they're obviously up here. Over there too. Yep, all over. Okay, well, sheep are running through here. So I might not be here too much longer. Yay. Sheep shit. Yeah, I'm not going to be here too much longer, I think. It's nice to see the area, though. Heard a dog that way. Yeah, they're back here. Fuck. Trying to remember when they pulled them out of here. I think at the end of September they're pulling them out of here. There's some more over there. I can hear them up the mountain. That's where they were last year. Damn it. Yeah, I'm not going to be here too much longer. It's a pity though, this is one of the best roadless areas around. And those damn sheep ranchers, they just run them all through here. Last year, I think it's beginning of September. There were elk bugling down in that draw. I don't hear anything. I'm gonna glass here for a little bit. Now I know there's a camp area out that way. And during the muzzleloader hunt, well, I think it's a sheep herder camp, but during the deer muzzleloader hunt, it was vacated. So I strung my hammock up there and took a nap. I know I'm back, there's a basin back there. There'll probably be a lot of deer, maybe. Honestly, I think I'm surrounded by sheep, so I don't think I'm going to see a whole lot of anything. But I'm here, I'm going to glass. And, take me a little walk. I might cut down that draw and hit the trail on the bottom just to see if there's any sign down in there. Ordinarily I wouldn't do that because I don't want to disturb them. But I already highly suspect there's nothing here today. Well, as much as it pains me to say it, this whole valley's a bust. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. I've heard sheep up the mountain over on the peak that way. I've seen all kinds of sign of sheep trample on this side of the valley, and I've heard them over there. I know for a fact, well, I haven't seen it, but I know for a fact there's a sheep herder's camp down that way. I'm thinking he camps in the same spot every year. But those sheep, you can hear them for miles. And they do run Great Pyrenees in those sheep. I mean, I've seen some coming in. And those dogs are really protective. I've seen those dogs, they'll chase something clear across the ridge. Once those dogs start chasing something away, they don't let off. Part of me wants to keep exploring the area to see what's around here, but I've been here several times and I know the general lay of the land around here. I also know where the sheep are and which direction they push them. I mean, I thought about maybe going around the other side of the peak over there, but I know for a fact they drive the sheep that direction too. It sucks, but once you've seen them and you've observed and you know where they run their sheep, then you kind of know where not to go. It's the only bright side in it. I think they run them all through that ridge. I haven't seen them yet, but I think they run them all through there. Last year I seen a small flock of sheep that were kind of left over around there, so I think they push them all through there. I did hear a dog over there somewhere. I've also seen dog tracks, big ones, so it's probably Great Pyrenees. You can hear a bell down there too. They're probably down at the bottom of the valley. So, as much as I love it back here, it's a wash. Earliest I've seen, or I've heard elk in here is in September. First week of September. And you know, come to think of it, I don't think I heard too much bugling back here during the peak rut, like last week of September. I did find that dead bull elk back that way that got gored, and I did see some cows back that way on that basin over there. So they come back here, and I have seen them down in here. But I don't think they're here right now. I think they pull them out just before muzzleloader season, just at or during muzzleloader season, which is for deer, which is around September 24th, last week of September. One thing's for certain, I am not doing my archery hunt here. I highly doubt that. So, I'm gonna go look in some other areas. I think I'm done. Yeah, this whole area looks like it's a bust. Range maggots, mountain maggots, range maggots. Don't know what you want to call them. They're all over the place. Amazingly enough, there's still snow up here. And there is a rainstorm coming from that direction. I'm thinking about getting off this mountain before it gets here, because these roads are really bad up here. It's really bad up here. bouncing all over the place. Yep. Once I found some mountain maggots, I turned around. No point. Pretty sure the elk aren't around here. If they are, maybe they're... No? Wow, that road really goes down there, doesn't it? Huh. Oh well. I don't know what I'm gonna do now, but I'm thinking this area is a waste of my time. I have a sneaky suspicion that the elk are north. Maybe in that burn area from last year. I don't know. Oh look! More maggots. They're cute. I'll give them that. They're cute. The bah. One trouble is that they run all the game out. Huh. So I moved to a new area, back to where I was scouting for deer last year, and I remember back to the same ridge. I remember seeing a bunch of cow elk, and I did hear some cow elk calls. So I think they're down in there somewhere, but I can't glass them. Been trying to find them, but I can't find them. But I hear them, so I know they're there. I'm amazed that they're still here. Like, maybe they go back to the same areas, but yeah. Last year there was a bunch of them over in here. There was a thunderstorm and they all started their calls. I only heard a couple, and I think they're down there. But that sounded like they're really far away, so I don't know what the deal is. So I was gonna call it a day. Just kind of unwinded the truck. But it was so stinking hot. I'm sorry, wait a minute. There's so many stinking flies that I had to go inside the car. And then it was so stinking hot in there that I just wasn't gonna make it. So I decided to do a hike this evening that I was planning on doing tomorrow morning, if only to cool down. So I hiked. Well, I followed a ridge from the road all the way out into here, hoping to find some elk. And right when I got out here, well, I could tell there'd been someone running a truck back here, which surprised me, but right when I got here, I could smell it. Sheep. It smelled like a barn or a farm or something, you know. It smells like livestock. They have a very unique smell, and when their scat is fresh, it almost has like an ammonia smell to it. Yeah, sheep. I did see one deer on my way in, one doe. Got with about 60 yards of her, 50, 60 yards. But I haven't seen any elk. Sun's starting to set. I'll have to head back soon. I wanted to glass this ridge over here. It's a north facing slope. Some good shade in there. canopy's been disrupted, so there should be some stuff in there to eat. But I did last some, but I didn't see anything in there. I'm gonna glass for a little while longer, then I'm gonna head back, make some dinner. I think I'm having lasagna tonight. Tasty. Well, I don't know how many miles I walked today, but let's see here. According to my handy dandy trick throwdown watch that I just got from my dad, I did 33,026 steps today. Alrighty then. 33,000? I don't know how many miles it is. All I know is I'm tired. Well, I have to say today has been frustrating. So, I start out by hunting elk, right? So for a few years I'm hunting elk, and I noticed all these deer. I think to myself, man, deer everywhere. I should put in for deer. So I start hunting deer. And what happens when I'm hunting deer? I see a lot of elk. And now that I'm back to hunting elk, or scouting for elk, I see a lot of deer, but no elk. Can't win. And the area that I've been working, I don't know what to think right now. I remember in September, the peak of the rut, there was a lot of elk bugling, but right now it's full of sheep. Those sheep disrupt everything. I'm hoping they pull the sheep out at the same time this year as I did last year. One thing's for certain, I'm not doing archery in the area that I would like to. So I'm looking frantically for a place to hunt, and I'm not doing well. And this Mountain House lasagna is killer. Well, I'm gonna eat and go to sleep. I think tomorrow I'm just gonna make myself a breakfast and head on home. I got one more week on the scout before archery season starts. So next weekend I better come up with a good game plan. I have a feeling I'm going to end up back where I used to hunt, but would prefer not to. Oh well. Check this action out. Morning in the mountains. I love it. Heading home, and I saw some nice bucks on my way out. They were nice. Of course, it figures I'm looking for elk, I find deer. And when I'm looking for deer, I find elk. Beautiful. I love this place. Oh, too bad there's so many people living here now. You can't It's hard to find solitude anymore, man. I mean, there's a lot of people out in the mountains right now. But it's understandable why. Alright, I gotta get going. I'm getting low on gas, and I think I got enough to coast. I got enough to get to the next town because I'll be coasting down the mountain.